I'd like to see that.
Directly to him.
That's a good learning. That's a good learning letter.
Here's the real simple thing. If I don't ask, I don't get.
You're never going to get.
Right. If he says no, what?
You haven't lost anything.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that we have to go back and go through a fucking another process that I really am trying to avoid.
God. And that process is not going to get any easier or any quicker or any more realistic.
I think within the county it will be quicker. Within the DCA.
The county will be. With DCA, that's a different story, Tom.
But you come with one advantage that we've talked about from day one. Land use.
We got land use.
Right.
We're going to increase the
tomatoes.
Yeah, we're going to give more tomatoes. The total's still going to be 1,000 pounds.
There it is.
We're going to have less potatoes, which nobody likes potatoes anyway.
I'm not arguing. We'll see how it goes. It's a setup letter that I'm doing. Just want you to know that. See, I do a lot of things you have no idea that I'm doing.
Oh, I'm sure, and I don't think I could keep up with it.
No, you could. Bruce, in a microsecond. You're very... Yeah, as I said, we're establishing a level of trust.
Yes. We have an intellectual understanding, as you put it.
Yep. See what I'm going to have. I feel like veal, I think. I would have had that asabuco, but...
Yeah, we missed the ball. We'll do that next time.
Because I'm sure you do a good job on it.
I haven't had it here. I'm going to see if he has...
No, but I just think he's a good cook.
He's good. Pese misto alla griglia.
I may hit you for like a $250 donation for Hasner.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hosting a thing for Hasner.
Yeah, let me know.
He's the majority leader.
Let me know.
And Samson is re-upping him as majority leader. So it'll be the first time that one person's been majority leader.
That's very sweet.
And he's in your home district in Palm Beach.
Yeah, I don't know the man.
Whatever, he's your home district.
But he can do stuff for us up here?
He's going to be helpful, yes. Yes.
What do you think he'll be able to do for us?
He will help me on my transportational issues. I got 5 people that I've got to sell to get my money. And he's one of the 5.
He's one of them.
He's the guy, when I put the charter as a local bill, it was only assigned to one committee. Now, how often are bills assigned to one committee?
I don't know if they ever have been.
Right. And, of course, Proctor killed it out of me. Otherwise, he would have had it, because, you know, he had 400 guys in St. Augustine who didn't like it. So then I took the wind out of their sails by putting nonpartisan as the selection. I mean, I went to the charter people and said, okay, there's 3 buses that you can get on for charter. One is the bus that you created, one is a county commission bus, and the 3rd bus is a charter commission. We're now on my bus. So we're doing it my way. You don't own this anymore.
Is Proctor still around?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. But he can't do anything about it anymore.
I met him 3 or 4 years ago. He was older than dirt then.
Oh, he's still old, but he's a good guy.
Okay.
I mean, he's very smart.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's got incredible.
Gentlemen, pardon my interruption, but while we are considering
we need the specialities.
The specials, yes.
Yes. Of course, Joe.
The first one is chorizo sausage and shrimp crusted oven roasted filet. And that will be served with Parmesan crusted potatoes, sauteed spinach, and then finished with a spicy tomato cream sauce. Very nice meat dish. It'll go great with the wine. And then I have a nice fish dish too that I think will stand up pretty good with the wine. It's red wine and chipotle poached salmon. And we'll have a
farm or fresh salmon?
I believe it is fresh, but let me just make sure because it varies sometimes. Normally we get wild salmon, but I will check just to confirm that. And that will be served with chanterelle mushroom and English pea risotto, and then finished with a sauce americaine, which is a lobster reduction.
Lots of stuff.
Yes.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the veal caprese.
That's what you had last time.
I do. It was very good.
Yes.
It was good.
I remember.
Did Giovanni find any clams?
Mussels.
Mussels.
Let me check and see.
If he does, linguine.
Yes.
If he doesn't, the pese.
Yes. And did you want Did you want a mixture or just all mussels? We could do it that way too. We could do a mixture of clams and mussels, or just say all mussels.
Whatever he wants to do is good.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Do you feel like the oil and white wine and garlic tonight, or should we do red again?
That red was delicious if he's up for it.
Let's do
Yeah,
that.
that
Do you want to do some well, you had some calamari already. Is that going to be too much of a duplication?
No, never.
No, okay. We'll do a little
never
bit.
too much bait.
Yes.
Okay.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Gentlemen.
Thank you, Joe.
You're very welcome.
All right. That's it for you.
Portofino, Mickler Road, Ponte Vedra
Michler.
Beach. Michler
You
Road.
say Mickler, we know you're not from
The
here.
developer Crosswinds owns 2 ups. Crosswinds. Who is that guy, Tom?
I know he's out of Michigan.
Yes, I met him once, a lifetime ago. Owns 2 upstairs units, would need an elevator.
Terry won't go upstairs without an elevator.
Yeah, asking
But
$450,
it's got a call for it. We can put it
Okay,
in.
there's his phone number.
Right. And that's
One
a
unit for
954
sale.
number, so it's obviously somebody down in your neck of the
Yeah,
woods.
it's down
repping it.
south. 1 unit for sale by an individual downstairs, unit 102,
That's her preferred unit, I want you to know that.
Numuradov Shadlik. Здравствуйте, Numuradov.
Yes, supposedly this guy bought 11 or 12 condos around the region.
6050 Green Pond.
Right.
Green
I have
Pond.
no idea what that is.
Oh. Multiple listing. I can have Daniel pull this up on multiple
Right.
listing in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good to know. Good. Okay. We got
Isn't
that.
it amazing? 586.
I know. I
He's
know.
only asking 440.
I know. I bet if we run it on a square footage basis, it won't be under, $250 a square foot.
Well, it's 1980 square feet, but it has attached garage.
That's huge.
It's nice.
That's
but
huge.
It's broken up. I mean, it's not a particularly well-looking unit.
Yeah, but those, as long as the bones are good,
Yeah, it's concrete.
cosmetics, who
That's
cares?
Extra cosmetics.
Especially in this environment,
Right.
you're looking at 30% reduction. And
You really?
Yeah.
Wow.
As long as you're not pouring pavement. Your trades,
Right.
they're 30% down. Your lumber, where we were paying $35 a sheet for plywood before, 22.
Are you really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it's that far down.
Wow.
That far down. So yeah, you're getting huge savings.
Wow.
You-
What's the hourlies down to?
Hourlies, your trades,
Yeah.
$10-12 an hour,
Wow.
or they were 30.
Are you building stuff? I mean,
We're building apartments.
yeah.
Yeah, our apartments were before
Are they sticks or how do you?
they're
build
stick,
them? Right.
stick
Where are
built.
you building them?
Palm Lake, we have 350 units. Regency, behind
Wow.
Regency, we've got 378 units. Blanding Boulevard, we've got 350 units.
And how are they selling? Are they selling or rentals?
Other rentals.
Right.
The rentals, we got a deal with ING out of New York. And once we hit 85% occupancy, they take them.
Wow.
Yeah.
They buy them?
Yeah, they buy them. Preset deal going in. They pay a little less. The last deal we did was a 7.5 cap.
Wow. It's a good cap in today's market, though.
Yeah, apartments were hard to come by. Class A apartments, tough to find.
And it's better than doing it with ING versus a REIT?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you need to have in this day and
ING
age.
is just reinvesting insurance premiums, I'm assuming.
That's all. It's just a vehicle to help you get your A&D financing down.
All right.
You go in with a preset takeout, and the
That's
banks are
nice.
going
Sure.
fine, because the bank's risk is 15%.
Right.
They don't care, and you can leverage out to 15%. If you do that at 50%, it's costing you 7.5 points. Who cares? On a short term, it doesn't matter.
And how's the markup? I mean, is there 7.5 net on the rental? Is it triple net on the rental?
No, it's 7.5 cap on this last one, and that's on the net.
All right. And how is that rental market holding up?
We're getting about 95 cents across the board a foot.
Wow.
So, it's
A
decent.
month?
Yes,
Yeah, wow.
yes.
That is decent.
Decent money. If you get into some of the more creative financing vehicles that Catlett does,
Yeah,
with some of the HUD and one-off HUDs,
Yeah.
he's getting 3-4% money.
Yeah, that's true.
But your maintenance fees are huge.
Yeah.
They're god awful. Good. I'm glad you brought me this list.
Yeah,
I needed that.
that's where we are now. You know, just
Yeah.
do some research.
I'll do some math. While we got that, this is on Twin Creeks. We've got, as best as I can tell right now, we've got about a $40 to a $45 million swing coming. By the time we whack out the overpass,
Right.
35 million goes away.
Right.
By the time we whack the 6-lane down to 4-lane,
Right.
and then take all the balance of the outlying impacts,
Right.
you know, we're somewhere between 40 and 45 mil.
And by shifting the mix of the potatoes and tomatoes, does the 4 work? The 4-laning work?
Oh, instead of 6-laning, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We backed into it.
Okay.
We said, if we do the 4-laning, and we
Was that Prosser? Who did this?
as Prosser, if we do the 4-laning,
Right.
and we only have enough capacity that can go on 4 lanes, and if we don't do the overpass,
Right.
and we only create enough capacity, it has to go across the railroad track. And if we do all those things, what can we build? Where do we need to be? And that's where they came back. So what you've got to do is you've got to find a way to get the county to agree, the other commissioners to agree to a $45 million swing.
Right.
Admittedly, you know, pick a number, 8, 10, 12 million of that goes back to 9B.
Right.
But that's still a big difference from what we had before. So it's going to be a tough sell.
Oh, no
It's
question.
going to be a bitch of a sell.
I think we have to position a couple of things.
What do you think?
Well, it's a hard sell, there's no question about it. But I think if we do the cake and icing speech and we lead with the commercial, I think we're going to get a lot more receptivity.
Yeah.
I think we have to steer away from numbers as much as possible.
Well,
Until concept is validated.
yeah, we
Because
do
the
that.
numbers flow from concept.
I keep going back to Teresa Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it hits her desk,
Mm-hmm.
you know, her hair is going to light on fire. She's my biggest concern.
Why is that?
She's always been the quickest to say, you were this, you want to be this, I can't sponsor that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't agree to that. She's always been our biggest hurdle.
And why do you think that was? Why do you think that she was the biggest hurdle?
Oh, Teresa, she's always very black and white. She could never see beyond the page in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
She could never see how improving the intersection helps 5, 10, 15 years from now.
Right.
The only thing that Teresa sees is this word is different than this word, so therefore if this word was approved, this word really can't be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the risk we have in having an approved DRI. We've got to go back in and change the concept.
What happens if you scrap the DRI and start with a new DRI?
We can do that.
I mean, you have one big advantage.
We have
You're
land
not
use.
looking for comp plan amendments.
We have land use.
Right.
The fear if we go in and we scrap the DRI is when we recast everything, it opens it all up to the county again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a whole new day. So the things that we negotiated, the benefits that we do have,
And what do you consider those benefits to be?
it's
Because I don't really think there's much in this agreement that's overly beneficial to you.
well, at this time, no.
Right.
But depending upon how we posture it with the county, with the
Right.
other commissioners, you're asking us to give up 5,000 residential units. How are we supposed to make money?
Right. Well, no, that's,
Yeah, no.
couldn't agree that more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's one of the benefits, that's one of the tools we have going in. We lose that power of already having that to negotiate down
I
from.
agree with that. I agree.
So, you know, we don't have a bench, but
That's why this letter I'm doing to Pelham is really critical.
I tell you that it's,
If I can pull this letter off, which I conceptualized a couple months ago,
mm-hmm.
as a way to get more local autonomy. I remember my mobility fee got killed. Cameron pushed it, but the Senate didn't push it. It was for Clay, Duval, and St. John.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have solved a lot of the transportational things because I would have had the flexibility at the local level.
If we can get control of the transportation, and you know as well as I do, that's 90% of everybody's battle.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
It's 90%.
So it's going to be interesting.
But
The
we've
question,
got...
I wonder if I should have George look at this letter. You know, I haven't sent it yet, but just finish the draft.
Yeah, have
what I tend to do is write something and then let it ferment a little bit.
Go back to it.
And then I go back and read
Go back to it.
and see if the logic is as compelling as I was hoping it was when I wrote it.
It feels good, but I tell you, under the light of day, sometimes you wake up, you go...
I just wrote a letter to the chairman of Putnam County, Mr. Summers, who's, you know, they passed a resolution denying or basically against our detention center.
Right.
Pardon my interruption just a moment. Would you like a little pasta with that dish? It does not come with
Sure,
pasta.
just a little bit.
Yes.
What do we got?
Well, we could do a red sauce. We could do some...
The red sauce is fine.
Yes.
Yeah, the red
Just a
was...
little bit. Yeah. Thank you, John.
Very good.
The red was beautiful.
So, I wrote a letter basically saying, you know, that he has to understand the sheriff is an independent constitutional officer and does not fall in my direction. And that to date, you know, we have not received any formal briefing, nor has the sheriff asked for any agenda items concerned with the, you know, the agricultural detention center. But nevertheless, I'm sure you'll agree with me that in today's fiscal environment, it is incumbent upon all commissions to look at all available programs for the benefit of our taxpayers. And to that end, I would like to come meet with you to examine opportunities for us to participate jointly for the mutual benefit of both of our taxpayers.
Yeah, let George...
And then I'm going to leak it to the Pulaski newspaper, of course.
Let George take a peek. He'd get a kick anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd get a kick.
He'd get a
Well, that
kick.
letter already went. The Pelham letter is the one I'm struggling with a little bit because I'm using a different project as my beta project. It's the Wolf Trust on the 801 units down there with Chris has. But it sets the tone for other renegotiations that I'm trying to do.
Right.
Shifting from residential to more commercial. And it falls in line, obviously, with all the transportational things I'm trying to do. And, you know, everything is kind of interconnected to a certain degree. As I said, I felt today like I had done a great job messaging for the county, but somehow they lost my regional message. I was saying to King, I said, what the fuck, man? He laughed. Yeah,
It's so hard to keep...
He hasn't got my sign.
He didn't... I was going to ask you about the sign.
We're getting ready to do that.
That'll be
We're
fun.
gearing up the moving Florida forward. You know, I'll hit you up for a little bit there. Make that come.
Yeah, how much you want there?
Well, you can pick $5,000, $10,000, whatever. You know.
And that one does, again...
Transportation, everything's
Okay,
transportation.
so that helps your transportation mode. Okay.
The whole thing is the start. I got Barry, Holloway, Nassau County, Daniel in Jacksonville, Rob Bradley and Clay, and Mike Weinstein, and myself as the political board. The only one that's public is me. I mean, I'm listed in Tallahassee. And at the right point, I'm going to use it in my speeches. And the reason why, thank you. And the reason why I'm doing it. You know, I think if I get in front of it, then no one can throw it at me.
Oh, look at that. Thank you very much.
Well, that looks nice.
We were out of muscles again.
No, this
Bruce,
is fine. This is
unfortunately.
perfect. Thank you.
And of course, I have your pasta coming right back.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
What is that?
It's clams. It's...
What's it called?
Oh, it's
Okay.
the
Fruit
pese...
de mer.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah. Because that's going to be my vehicle to try and take over the outer beltway.
If you don't, you mark my words, if you don't take that over, it's never going to get done. And I'm not saying that just because we're sitting here, Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, if you just look at the facts and the proof at hand, it won't get done. period, end the conversation.
That's one of the things that Carrie was saying to me and stuff like that, that a lot of the things that I've started to initiate that if for some reason I'm not involved, they'll lose that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Would you care for some cheese or pepper?
Certainly.
And I have crushed, Bruce, did you want a little crushed red or?
No, I'm good, Joy.
regular
This is
pepper?
perfect.
Excellent. And of
This
course,
is
I'll return
excellent.
to see how you're doing. Please enjoy, gentlemen.
No,
Thank you very much.
Joey tasted, and tell Giovanni it's really.
It's not quite as good as the Asabugo, though.
You know what? If you call ahead, we'll have
We've-
the awesome
We've been through that conversation.
Yeah,
We screwed up, yeah.
Right, yes. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Joe. Well,
Can you get?
what do you think is going to happen in the election? Are you going to work with Paul on that, too?
St. John's?
Yeah.
I talked with him today. Paul said he was staying out of it.
I know he's staying out of it.
Yeah, he said he was staying out.
But somebody ran a poll. I think it was probably Roger or somebody.
Osteen?
Mm-hmm.
What did it say?
I don't know.
Who did he run it for?
His buddy.
Who's his buddy?
His high school roommate.
Giovanni, this is delicious. Oh, yeah. It's very good.
Not as good as the Asabugo.
I knew it was a calm.
Yeah, with a big
I can go
yeah.
to public and buy small also because it's for you.
No, what better.
So next time let me know.
Full call.
I put some crab meat inside there too.
Thank you. It's delicious.
Taste the flavor.
Don't tell my wife.
What do you mean? You look great. Jim Bryant, he were asshole buddies. And that's pretty much why I don't get on Bryant's case at all. There's no point in me creating animosity with Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Roger's become a good supporter.
Yeah, if he's a good, good supporter, don't mess.
Well, I was out with some of his guys and basically told them they're all whiners.
Some of Roger's guys?
Mhm.
Yeah. Did they stiffen up and, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Of course, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, either you take control of the process or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Either you engage in the process or you don't.
You think we can get Bryant support on Twin Creeks? So I tell you, when I got that number today, I'm going, holy shit, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to change things.
I think that, again, nothing happens till after August 26th.
This is true.
Okay?
This is absolutely true.
During the entire budgeting process, I will continue to harp on commercial, the 1189, 250, I'll do that over and over.
Mhm.
I mean, it's almost in the vernacular now anyway. So that the give back, because remember, I'm setting the stage all over the county. The transportational dollars will become secondary to the give back dollars.
Okay.
I'm going to start the speech that the number one thing you want as a county government in terms of value per tax dollar is farming. Farming actually gets about 30-cent return on every dollar it pays.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got this whole chain of numbers, but the worst is residential.
Residential's a toughie.
Right. So it's $1.35 for every dollar.
Mm-hmm.
So the give back has extra value because when you look at the
Look at the tax.
long-term net present value of the cash flow,
Mm-hmm.
you end up with a positive increment versus a negative increment. And we'll have to quantify all that. And I think the last part of the discussion, I think I can, minimize the Teresa impact.
We have Teresa. I'm assuming Ben's going to stay in office.
I would think so.
Is he manageable in this process?
I think as long as we stick to the commercial message
Mm-hmm.
and the give back, Ben is thrilled with the whole give back thing that I've done. You know, he thinks that's cool. It is cool.
Well, yeah, it's a good
All right,
concept.
so,
Yeah.
How's everything, gentlemen?
Sure, it's good.
Fantastic.
But as you know, it really doesn't mean much. You know, we're out there. In our peak year, we issued 4,700 single-family building permits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, last month we issued 121. What do you think Palm Beach issued last month?
4,200?
30
30 building permits?
Mhm.
Holy crap.
for single family.
Wow.
We had more people in absolute numbers moved to St. Johns County last year than moved to Duval County.
So that can work in our favor.
Absolutely.
What do we do with Sanchez?
Again, I think Ron lately is trying to be more competitive with me. I'm not sure why he's doing
More
that.
competitive?
Yeah, he wants to be competitive with me.
Can you, on this Twin Creeks issue, can you handle it?
Well,
I mean, we need 3 out of 5.
yeah, I mean, I think Cindy's going to be more handleable than I am, but
So we count on you. You can manage Cindy.
I hope so. Oh, we get together. I mean, Cindy, you know, Cindy doesn't have she voted for you. She doesn't have any